What ethnicity do you believe yourself to be?
I believe I'm Filipino.
Um, I I was born in America, but I consider myself Vietnamese. Um, what race does society categorize you under?
Society categorizes me under Filipino as well. And
Well, society would categorize me as Vietnamese, even if I don't look it. Do you believe you have been a victim of racial profiling?
I believe I've never been a victim of racial profiling, though you can never tell.
Well, from my experience, I've never actually been racially profiled, but I don't like yeah, but I don't see how I would be able to like figure it out on my own. Like I'm not like you can't tell. Do you believe yourself to fill a stereotype?
I don't. I believe I don't fill any racial stereotypes.
I would. I feel like I do fill a stereotype. I was smart in high school. I'm considered smart by most of my friends. I take martial arts. I'm good with computers. So I'm pretty sure. I feel I fill part of the Asian stereotype. Have you ever suffered from prejudice or discrimination?
No, I've never suffered from prejudice or discrimination.
I can't say that I've ever been a victim of discrimination.
It's different religion. Go straight to mine.
Where did you go to high school?
I went to Independence High in San Jose.
I went to Milpitas High in Milpitas. What was the dominant race in your high school?
Thinking back, it was either Latino or Asian. It was pretty equal on those two fronts.
My high school was predominantly Asian. There was a handful of whites, a couple Latinos, but almost, I'd say, 80% Asian. Do you believe the teachers treated your race differently? This race?
I believe teachers treated everyone generally the same.
Uh, I didn't have very much experience with classes filled with other people other than Asians since I was in the AP classes. So the teacher treated everyone similarly. There weren't any preferences. Do you feel like you got a good education?
I believe I got a really good education.
Yeah, I feel that I had my school was good, my teachers were good, my education was solid. How influential do you believe race is in society?
Whether it's through stereotyping or whatever else is there, race does have a real impact on society.
I would say that race has a very big impact on society. You can see it in just like how blacks are treated and like how people are suspicious when a black person enters a store. I've seen it myself. So I'm pretty sure, I feel race is a big part of society. If you were to put yourself in a hierarchical system financially, how would you classify yourself?
I believe I'm in the middle class.
Financially, I would put me and my family in the middle class range. We make an average amount. We live in a good house, a decent house, a good neighborhood. We're not in like a ghetto or anything. So, yeah, middle class.
You want to go over that?
No.
Another one?
Please just. Do you feel cops are a positive influence in your community?
Other than the occasional kicking out of loiterers, I don't really see that many cops around. So personally, they don't influence me too much. I suppose they keep the peace in my area, but you don't see them too often.
Well, I live like a block away from the police station, and like in a cul-de-sac there used to be a bunch bunch of druggies like that parked outside my house. We contacted the police. The police chief lives on my street. He got rid of them. So I actually have a pretty good view of the police. I feel that in my community, they do a lot to protect and keep the neighborhood safe and like the city safe. Like occasional, other than like the traffic tickets where like that's just their job. I feel that they're a good influence. How many traffic tickets?
Skip that.
Do you feel safe in your neighborhood?
I feel generally safe in my neighborhood. I know the families around. I suppose it's because I had those relationships around there. I've grown up in the same area for a while. So generally, yeah, I feel safe.
Well, like I said, I live close. Like my earlier question, I live close to the police station, so I definitely feel safe living where I am. Do you feel you have an equal opportunity to succeed in your community?
Yes, simply because there are local high schools, local middle schools around there, and with growing up, there wasn't really that much differences to everyone else in the community. I mean, I grew up with the same people. We ended up in the same area, so the opportunity is generally the same.
Yeah, I do feel I have an equal opportunity. My community, my thing is all similar in financial status and race as me, and like I haven't seen any discrimination things, and like my schools are good, and so I feel like I have a good opportunity in my community.
Okay. What race does society categorize I under? I'm Asian and Vietnamese. Do I believe I have been a victim of racial profiling? No. Do I believe myself to feel a stereotype? I don't think I am a stereotype. Have I ever suffered from prejudice or discrimination? No. What religion do I follow? I don't have religion, but in my family, my father is Buddha, my mom is Catholic, my sister is Catholic, my brother and I don't have religion. Do I feel like I got a good education? Yes, I have very good education. If I was to put myself in hierarchical system financially, how would I classify myself? I'm student, my parents do support me, so I'm poor. Do I think Barack Obama will be a good president? Too early to tell, but I think he is better than President Bush. Do I think cops are a positive influence in my community? In American, I think they are positive in community. But in my country, I don't want to cop around in my community or my house. How many traffic tickets have I received in the past 2 years? I have not received any ticket. Do I feel safe in my neighborhood? Yes, I feel safe in my neighborhood. That's it.